through a telescope, and all you're seeing is this small picture, and then you move out of your. Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Never mind.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. But I got a little cookie on the side.
You did get a
kind of
little
nice.
cookie. That was very nice.
But sorry, anyway. Perspective, telescope.
Perspective. Yeah, and right now in London, I'm just a bit like, looking through a toilet roll.
Not even a telescope with a lens, but like just a toilet roll. Yeah, totally.
And, I wanna put a wide angle lens on there, turn my toilet roll into
a nice Zeiss wide angle lens.
into a GoPro.
But all right, yeah. GoPro's pretty like rugged though, pretty like jank.
I mean, it is.
It's gonna give you that crunchy sound.
I don't need anything to be crisp and nice and have a neatly tied bow in it.
Yeah. There are days when I think, man, this is like awesome. I'm like super thankful and super grateful to be in the position that I am. And then there are just days where things aren't going in the direction that you want them to. I mean, it happens to everybody, and you're just like, what am I doing? You know? But it comes so spontaneously that it's very hard to judge. It's almost like I have the feeling that if I would change everything in my life right now to be exactly what I want it to be, whatever that would be, that 7 months after making those choices, I would be in the exact same position I am now. Because I think we're constantly we're trying to better ourselves, we're trying to better our life, we're trying to be closer to what we want. And making choices that never happens overnight. It always takes a really long time. And during that whole waiting process of waiting for opportunities to unfold for you, you're constantly just wondering like, am I making the right choice?
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's like, I think that's my espresso. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Here, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the meeting up and the conversations.
Yes. Oh man,
That's really good.
that's good. German coffee.
Well, you got an espresso.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's this whole kind of idea of if you put something out there, like something that, let's say, just for example, that you want to have happen in your life,
Yeah.
the more you think about it, the more that you think about it, the more that you see it. The more that you see it, the more likely it is to becoming your reality. So like, there are these people who will put these like boards up in their room, and they'll pin like different pictures and things that
like the law of attraction sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly. The whole law of attraction. It's like the more you project what you want out, the more likely it is that those things will happen. And I think it's surprising how few people actually do that, because the people who have done that, I think, really like attest to it. And the people who aren't doing things like that, who aren't projecting what they want, tend to be a little bit more cynical, because they're not trying to like puke out what they want in life everywhere. They're more, it's like soaking in this state of like wanting things to not work out almost,
And that's when nothing really happens to you.
Yeah.
I mean, remember like what we were talking about before, and when we said, when we're in LA, why do things just seem to happen?
Yeah.
And it's because we have left the cubicle of our homes to be out there amongst everything else that's moving.
Yeah.
And that gives the opportunity for opportunity to come our way.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you open yourself up.
Yeah.
Because you're happy and excited to be somewhere, opportunity is able to come in. When you're bitter and you're closed, every opportunity would just come and deflect, because you're giving off that whole vibe of I'm closing myself off. I don't want this.
And you might not even see it. Maybe the opportunity is heading your way, but you're just like looking down.
Yeah.
And it's like, for example, if we relate it back to ducks, right? And you're hungry and you want food, but you're kind of off in a corner over there. Nobody's going to be throwing you food, but you come out towards people and suddenly bread is being flung your way.
Right.
And it's like you have to put yourself in a position for bread to be thrown your way.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a city quite as open as this, you know?
It's beautiful, man.
I would just build my little cabin right here on the edge.
Well, right here.
Have a little dock out front.
That would be perfect.
Wake up every morning, go out on the dock,
You know what's
take a boat down to the little market.
That's what you need. Look, boat like one of these. Actually, that's a bit too big.
It's a little bit too touristy. I would stand out. You can't be a tourist over here. You have to blend into the
That's
culture.
true. You know, the beautiful thing about like being here is realizing that you don't need to do anything to enjoy yourself.
Just being able to enjoy it because it's new and fresh.
And well, because it's like you're like a duck. You just sit there and you're already enjoying life.
And you're waiting for people to just feed you little
You
bread crumbs.
Exactly. No, you have to go to them because they might have bread.
Right.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
Watch out for the ship.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing you get is a lot of dog shit around here. But I mean, you get that anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So if we're projecting these things of what we want to have happen in life, like out,
Yeah.
what is actually choosing what we do, you know, like, is us projecting those things what allows them to come to fruition? Or is it something bigger than that, you know? Like, are we actually in control of our reality, you know?
I mean, it's like, so what constitutes the projection of something, right? It's like, what is projecting something? And I think if you keep in mind what you want, that ultimately leads to your actions.
Yeah.
And it's like, whether it's a subconscious or conscious process, you end up doing what is in line with your desires.
Yeah. But I mean, do you feel like when you're saying, okay, I want to do this and I want this to change in my life,
So that's
do you
my
feel like,
doing, or?
yeah, do you feel like that's your choice, or do you think that that's some sort of predetermined thing based on the way you were brought up, based on the things that influenced you in your childhood, and that the only reason you're thinking that is because of all of the collective experiences that come, like from your grandparents and your parents and the way they lived their lives and the way you were raised, all accumulating to that exact point so that you're thinking that thought, you know? Or are you actually thinking that thought because you want to think that thought, you know?
I think the former has a part to play without a doubt.
Meaning what?
But that for sure, our thoughts and desires and feelings towards the world and our lives is a combination of everything that has happened to us, the way we were brought up, our friends that we've had, and what we've been receiving and how that has been changing us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that there's like a dance between how life has unfolded, and like that's why we think the way we think, and also just because it's some kind of a...
Here's the thing. Do you think when you say I want a hamburger, right, or
Yeah.
I want to have a taco, are you actually wanting a taco, or have you seen advertisements for tacos and do you have association with Mexican food that is getting you to the point to want that, or are you just thinking that randomly? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I think there's a balance there in the dance and an interaction between the both. Of my brain picked up these images of tacos, and also I kind of just want a taco. You know? So do you think that we have control over what we want to do then? Our decisions and our actions. Like if you want to do something, is that down to you?
I think
That you do it?
I mean, I think we all can. I think we're making decisions, but I think it's more complicated than just like, do we have control over those decisions? Because it's, if I want to climb the building, I can, doesn't mean I will successfully be able to climb it.
So
I think
the outcome.
the outcome is always out of our control.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the opportunities to make a decision,
Okay.
I think.
So let me rephrase this. Do you think we have free will?
Yes. No.
No.
No, but not in a cynical way. No, just not in a cynical way. Like, there's an acceptance with that, and there's like a peace within that. It's the same thing as like a math equation. So like, if we're just a variable in a math equation, it's giving you this incredible answer, you know? There's nothing, I'm not arguing about being a variable in the equation. I think I actually identify with my equation. I found a way to identify with my equation, you know?
Okay.
It's not cynical. Not having free will doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know?
I don't think it does, yeah. I mean, it's like we're working in tandem with something, or we're working in cooperation with something. Because it's interesting, you say even though you don't think we have free will, we still have control over our decisions. But the outcome of those decisions, we don't.
All right, hear me out. If we had free will, there would be nothing bigger. By saying we don't have free will, it means we're a part of something bigger. It means we're not in control of our destiny.
That's beautiful, and
There's
I agree
comfort
with
in
that. I agree with that.
I mean, I guess that's why people choose to believe in God, you know?
Okay.
We want to believe in something bigger.
Wait, okay, so listen. What if, I really want to go into that store there. I have the urge to go into that store, right? But I feel that urge within me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to go in that store. I'm going to walk past it. So what?
I don't know if that gets us any closer to proving anything.
Not the way.
Because you're self-aware.
So
It's a part of like trying to trick the system.
So am I tricking the universe and like
No.
having free will by
No.
going past the store?
Because the universe knows you're trying to trick it.
Before I even do it.
You've already been duped.
I've been double duped.
You've been double duped.
Fuck, man, I've been double duped. It's like we're the same as plants, man. We see the sun and suddenly we gravitate towards where the sun is.
I mean, yeah, it's like dogs and cats, they all sit in the sun in a house, you know? If there's a ray of sunlight, they
They'll
always go
sit there.
directly into that. And people are the exact same way. It's like,
Jesus.
which actually kind of further proves that we're all animals, you know? It's like we're still...
Are we any different,
We're
really?
bound by this desire to be warmed by the center of our galaxy, you know?
Isn't that so beautiful and poetic?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I would just say it's like at the same time as grounding as anything else, and further proving that like we're an organism of our space.
Yeah.
Just like everything else here. It actually just relates you further to like everything that you see, you know? All the plants need the sun, everything that lives, everything needs the sun.
I mean, that just makes me feel good knowing that we operate like that, and we don't, at the core of everything, that's what we need. Warmth, food, which we just had,
And
and
warmth.
actually, and beer.
And beer. Humans gravitate towards beer.
It's just natural, right?
Yeah. All right. First of the night.
First of the night.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. So this is my first Astra.
The
All
old
right.
beer douche. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the Hamburg.
Ooh, my God.
I don't know, I'm still not a huge fan of the can.
I know what you mean, it's the can. But still, good beer.
It is good beer.
Still good beer.
Do you want anything?
Yeah, let's just sit down and get like some fries.
I'll
Why
totally,
not?
this is on me, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, man.
You come out and you visit, gotta give you a treat.
Yeah, you're right. You know, to have some German French fries.
Look, you got a blanket to keep yourself more warm.
Is that somebody's blanket or they
No,
just...
no, that's like, they always have blankets out here. What do you got going on tomorrow?
Absolutely nothing. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to not have plans.
I'm very glad I have no plans. Too much of that back at home.